What was the vibe? So, like right before I met Dee. So in the year 2000, I've just finished my sophomore year. Sue Bird, we've just won a national championship, we're on top of the world. I'm headed into my junior year, just getting a cell phone for the first time. Literally, I'm like, what did we do before? I don't know, but somehow we made it work. And we have this recruiting class coming in. Oh, the first time I met Dee. She's a senior in high school, I'm a sophomore in college, and she comes on the recruiting trip. She's the only recruit in the history of recruits where the coaches were like, make sure she has a good time. When you're a recruit at Connecticut, you always go to dinner to Coach Arima's house, like that's just a staple. And Miss it cooks and the whole team goes over. You get the sense of like, this is really a family. Oh, I actually drove to Coach Arima's house in Sue's car. She gets in the car, I have like, I don't even know, a 1992 white Toyota Camry where you had to stick the tape in the cassetto, use the CD player. And she was like, oh, you got a CD player? She's like, I got a CD. I'm like, okay. So she gives us her CD, puts it in, it was all West Coast rap. And then she's like, you can keep that. And I was like, okay, thanks. Get the beep out of here. It was funny. I mean, Sue, the minute you meet her, she's very reserved, and I'm kind of the complete opposite. Though I think I scared her a little bit, probably that I actually am really shy. Definitely a dip your toe in the water before jumping in type of person. I was just a little more reserved and waiting to feel it out before I jumped in there with her. We always got along, and we were forced to get along cause after my freshman year, it was like, alright, this is your guys team. What are you gonna do with it? So I had to learn really quickly, and Sue was always right there helping me and making sure of the things that I needed to learn. For me, a lot of it was figuring out what kind of leader I could be, like what fits my personality. And I don't know that I knew this in a moment, I definitely didn't, to be honest. But I started to realize how I could lead was just by being consistent and by example. I'm not the vocal leader that you see, like pulling the team in for the huddle and yelling tea times, but that's not who I am naturally. But what I will do is put my arm around you and maybe guide you through some stuff. There was always this calmness about Sue. And the one thing till this day is she's more worried about you than she is about herself. She's always going to try to put you in the best position to succeed. And I mean, she can pass her beep off. Sue makes very hard passes look easy. There is something to be said about just being able to pass the basketball to make everything work. And she's always been willing to do that. On the court, I do like to make sure everybody feels good, because if you feel good, you play good, so you just want people to feel good. And I think with Dee, because we were in the backcourt together and it was kind of our job as a tandem to do that, we really helped each other in a lot of ways. It wasn't just one way, it was both ways. Coach Arima was the assistant for the Olympic team in the 2000 Olympics. He kind of pulls me to the side somewhere and is like, you could be the next starting point guard for the Olympic team if you want it. It's there for the taking. By the time I finished college, that kind of put something on the map for me, right? To strive for, I knew what the next step was. And then as my senior year came to a close, I was being told left and right that I was going to go number one, so it was very clear at that point that I was going to be playing in the WNBA. The first pick of the 2002 WNBA draft, the Seattle Storm select Sue Bird from University of Connecticut. We are the first generation to go into college knowing there was a WNBA, to then play a college season, to get drafted, to play a full career. And we kind of created that path that is now known as the Normand. It's something I value more than any championship.